That's what it was giving to me. It was like an acting session. It was like coaching him up to drop a tear. Let's talk about Ready to Love. Just went off. That was, I believe that was the end of that was the end of the season. It was a 2-part reunion. I kind of tuned out at the end. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It was fine for what it was, but I've already been very vocal about how I felt about this season. What I will say is, after watching the reunion, I will take back one thing that I said. I said that I saw no connections, that everybody seemed fake and phony. I didn't like any of them together. I'm going to take that statement back, and I'm going to say that I do like Aisha and Dante. There. I'll give you that. Other than that, I said what I said in my blonde wig, okay? Shout out to Nene. Let's look at these notes. Okay, let's talk about it. They started off with Zadia, and they said that Zadia chose Naeem. Did Zadia really choose Naeem? Huh? Y'all let me know. Did Zadia really choose Naeem? Because if I'm not mistaken, in that clip that they showed, she had said that she was going to choose Dante. That's what she said. And we all know that you were just jealous that Dante chose Aisha. It is what it is. It is what it is. And the way that she was sitting there and trying to be so fake positive and all, that was such a good journey. And anybody else did it aggravate you because it seemed so fake. Like, it is the mean girl cattiness for me. Like, you could tell Zadia is used to being the mean girl. You can see it. You can see it all over her. And then for the rest of the doggone show, she sat up there with that fake plastered on smile, trying to make us feel like her and Naeem are some genuine couple. He's happy to be with you. You chose him by default. Then you had Cornelius and the other girl, crazy eyed Camille, over there looking crazy eyed the whole time, making all kind of faces when they start talking about Aisha and Dante. I'm trying to understand, Camille, why you feel such a way about Aisha and Dante being together. Didn't you say that, some people moved faster, some people took long? Well, they took a little longer, and it looks like they have just as much love, actually more love, than you and Cornelius do. So why you looking crazy? It looks real haterish to me. I didn't understand why they had her making faces the whole time. Your moment is over with. You had it last episode, and you know what? I'm so glad that we didn't have to hear from you this episode, but I was mad that we kept having to see your face. Moving on. Walter. Walter said he was caught off guard by Sabrina. How? Sabrina said it through the whole season. Throughout the whole season, Sabrina said, um, throughout the whole season, Sabrina said, no one's talking to me. I need you to talk to me. I need you to reach out. Don't just talk to me when we're in front of the camera, when we're on a date. She's been saying it the whole time. And looking back on it, even though I did like her and Walter, I respect Sabrina, because you know what? Sabrina was telling us what it was. She was telling us what it was. I thought that maybe I just was stuck from the first episode, but I appreciate Sabrina. And now looking back on it, I see what she was saying. So there was no reason for Walter to be off guard. I thought that they were just trying to make an issue out of anything, but apparently no. She meant what she said. And you know what? After watching Sabrina on the internet, she's done some interviews. She has a YouTube channel. She's done some different lives and stuff. After kind of watching her, I like her and she seems really genuine to me. She is animated. She is I like Sabrina. I do. They did talk about Walter possibly wanting kids, and Sabrina saying that she didn't, but then when their connection got a bit stronger, she said she was open to it. See, they didn't show us necessarily that part, but again, I had been watching Sabrina do interviews, so I've heard her talk about it. If Walter wasn't chasing her, Sabrina's the type of woman that wanted to be chased, so it was perfectly fitting for her to choose herself. Speaking of chasing, let's talk about Courtney. Courtney is the chaser. Okay, they showed her package. She's very aggressive. Let me not say aggressive. Ah, but she's very assertive. She's very assertive in how she pursues men. I personally, that is not my style. It used to be my style uh early in my dating. I'm like, oh, if I think you're cute, I'm gonna go after you. I got, maybe it comes, well, I was gonna say maybe it comes with age, but I mean, shoot, actually she's 30, I'm 31. Like, we're right there together. I just feel like I think the reason why Aisha and Dante work is because she has laid back in her femininity and just letting the man come to her. And that tends to work better. It tends to work better, in my opinion, when a woman just sits back and lets the man come to her. Stop doing all this chasing after him. And you sitting up here chasing after Cornelius. Cornelius ain't want nothing to do with you. He don't want nothing to do with Camille, if we being honest. You know what I'm saying? So maybe to me, she just came off a bit too assertive. That's not my dating style. But she said she wanted to try something different. I hope she got what she wanted from this experience. They talk about Corey and Corey crying on the playback, and him this is after he had got called out now about sending them notes to Courtney. Now, I did say for her to wait for the man to come to her, but honey, not this one. Send this one back to sender. Okay, because y'all remember Corey sitting up here sending them notes to Courtney. He's copy and paste and copy and paste, but then at the end of it, he got all hurt. He got all hurt, and I just tried so hard. They showed the playback him crying. Now the people in the backstage feel like I feel. People in the back were like, "Oh, you are such a horrible actor." The people in the front were like, "Oh, Corey, it's okay. Yeah, express yourself." Why is Camille and Cornelius over here like, "No, let them feel it. Let them feel it." Are all the actors like, "Honey, get into your bag. Show them your method acting. Get into it." That's what it was giving to me. It was like an acting section. It was like coaching him up to drop a tear. I'm not even going to lie to you. I felt nothing. I felt laughter is what I felt when he broke down on that stage. And no, this has nothing to do with fragile masculinity. This has nothing to do with me being like, oh, a black man can never express his feelings. No, y'all already know how strongly I feel about mental health. If I didn't feel strongly about mental health, I would not always have links to therapy down in the description box. Just in case you didn't know, always, if you look in the description box, there's a website for you. Therapy for black men, therapy for black women. I am very, however, that's genuine feelings. Corey was giving us end action. Corey Corey was giving that's how Cairo looks. That's how the boy looks when he don't get his way. And he's trying to drum up a tear. He drums it up, honey. He drums it. That's what he was giving. I couldn't help but laugh. Mew Me sitting up there like, oh, this looks like some craziness. They wouldn't even let her question it, caping for him. And Courtney was unmoved. And I was with Court, unmoved. Unmoved. And then, so I'm sitting up here, I'm laughing, right? And then they gonna sit up here and try to, even the host fell into this game, honey. This game he running. Then the next thing they do is prove him to be exactly who I've been saying Corey is from the beginning. A clown. I ain't want to say it, but it's the clown. Sorry. That's why I was laughing. I'm sorry. That thing, Tasia was included in this. You copy and paste not only to Courtney and to me, but to Tasia, and didn't even want to say it. Tasia said, "Hey, am I a part of this?" And he's going all around the mulberry bush, not even giving a straight answer, doing the same thing that he had been doing during the season. Honey, you are the clown that we thought you were. Don't sit up here and try to play victim or try to twist it and be like, "Oh, I just give too much. I just give too much because I just feel like if I do extra, then like she might be the one." No. You don't do extra for everybody and hope that by doing extra from everybody, you'll find the one. No, you find the one that makes you want to do the extra because of who they are. Period. Period. You're doing the extra for them because you think genuinely about that one person, and you think about how doing this would make them feel better or would make them happy or whatever. Not copy, paste, copy, paste. If I say you can meet my mama, then you can meet my mama, and you can meet my mama. Goodbye, Corey. Goodbye, Corey. Adios. We ain't want to see you. Okay? I was so sick of the Corey segment. Exactly who I thought he was. Wrap it up in the bow. He did not redeem himself. Return to sender. Tasia was happy that she had her little moment, honey. She done sat up there and walked around in that god awful dress like she was doing something. Again, like I said last week, she wanted to be seen. Kosha says, Corey's are not right. Think about the Corey's, Corey's and Keisha's. Well, I know a good Keisha. She was in the chat earlier, but you might be right about them Corey's. You might be right about them Corey's. Oh my goodness. I think about it. I had a crush on the Corey when I was in high school. That was my first like real crush in high school. Yeah. It could be something about them Corys. He was just a crush child. But I think about it. Might be something to that. Then they talked about Aisha and Dante. So that was really it. That's all I got to say about Ready to Love. I done hit on everything else that I was thinking about when it came to them.